CompuBox numbers in round one. Marquez didn't really get going, only 7 of 32. Pacquiao only threw 38 punches, landed 11. A couple of them were good, hard left-hand shots. It appeared that Manny was experimenting, particularly in the second half of the round, with laying back, trying to make Marquez lead, and passing himself in the role of counterpuncher. Crowd wants more action to go with all that intensity. Both fighters are still being tactical and relatively cautious. One change that's taken place since their first fight, the development of Manny Pacquiao's right hand. He was a searching left-hand puncher, double jab, left hand, over and over back in 04. There's way more variety in his game now.
Oh, he's a very balanced out fighter now. I love his speed, his defense is good, his balance is phenomenal. He looks very strong, too.
Well, that transformation happened before their second fight, largely, and Marquez still gave him all the problems in the world in the second fight.
Pacquiao leaned in, Marquez got in a body shot, just missed with a long right hand. Marquez jabbing to the body, trying to create some action here, trying to scare up something that he can counter from Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao's been very judicious, very selective, has landed when he wanted to. Marquez getting ready to take a couple more risks, or so it would appear. He has stepped forward about 6 inches, getting himself into tighter range with Pacquiao.
Pacquiao knows while he has a guy in front of him who's his own size or maybe even smaller, he's also his own skill level, and he hasn't faced that in a long time.
Body shot by Marquez, and then he landed an uppercut at the end of the exchange.
Marquez has did his homework on studying the left hand of Manny Pacquiao after 2 fights in 24 rounds. You see, very much aware of avoiding the straight left hand of Manny's, more than anything else.
And you saw him there trying to counter over Manny's left hand with his right hand, something he did so successfully in the first fight between the two. Now Pacquiao lands a left hand, comes back with a body shot. Pacquiao blindingly fast on his feet.
This is the thing I think is more troublesome than anything that's in section now, aside from his punching power. His rhythm, he's got that little jerky moving in and out type. And as the fight goes on, it wears the guy out mentally, just trying to keep up with his body rhythm.
Right hook by Pacquiao. Marquez came across with a right hand across the top.
Put your legs out. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to take a deep breath and have it out. Okay?
Start moving to the right. Get that foot on the outside. Right, you're walking into his right hand.
Put that on there for me, man. Just relax. Put those feet.
Very nice. Lively when you're boxing. But you can't permit yourself any errors. You understand? The gloves. Clean out the gloves. Clean up the gloves. Sit those punches down.
Second round, CompuBox numbers began to even up just a little bit. Pacquiao 9 out of 42. Marquez 8 out of 30. Marquez landing 6 power shots to only 4 for Pacquiao. Round 3 gets underway.
Thought Marquez won the round.
A far more tactical fight so far than was the case in either fight number 1 or fight number 2, or at least, according to my memory, it seems that way. Harold Letterman gave the second round to Juan Manuel Marquez. Seesaw pattern, I win a round, you win a round, is another thing we saw in the first 2 fights. Left hand over the top for Pacquiao. of a war of nerves in here in round 3.
Yeah, but Manny's speed just seemed to be a little bit faster than Marquez, and that's what's in addition to him looking physically stronger. But his speed is just so much. Even though Marquez is doing good now, but still he's having a problem trying to deal with the speed, Manny, as he's coming in.
Marquez landed a right hand down the chute. Pacquiao came back with a left hand up the middle.
Manny Pacquiao knows he has to be defensively responsible against Marquez, who's such a good counterpuncher, and as a result, it's muted Pacquiao's offense. He's muted his own offense.
Pacquiao making Marquez miss, but not firing back. Marquez fighting a conservative defensive fight here in round 3. Another jab to the body. Trying to get Manny Pacquiao to bring that guard down just a tiny bit.
These have been so far 3 of the quietest rounds these two have fought.
Small amount of combustion there. Little body shot for Marquez. Left hand over the top for Pacquiao. Marquez sticks a straight right hand. There's a hard right hook by Pacquiao. Best punch of the fight so far. Marquez feels the need to answer. Now the action begins.
Don't just stand there. Don't stand still. Juan, don't stand there. When he's throwing that left, don't stay there. Come on, I'm working. Coming.
Levanta. Hey, no le des tanta agua, despacio.
Jinky Pacquiao is increasingly comfortable at the big fights, able there to smile and make a motion toward the camera, but you can see the nerves underneath that countenance. She has never become quite accustomed to the notion of watching her husband fight. She tries it, she goes through it, but she's nervous the whole time.
You gotta move your head.
Copy box numbers in 3, they both landed 10 punches. Pacquiao 10 out of 3, 53. Marquez 10 out of 39. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
You know, Jim, I got to tell you something. In 2 fights so far, Manny Pacquiao won both of them, both big controversies. And I'm starting to wonder whether that one-on-one Marquez style just impresses the judges enough to win a fight. He backs up. He does nothing flashy. You know what he does is very unusual. Judges like myself tend to go for the effective aggressor. I gave rounds 1 and 3 to Manny Pacquiao because of the fact that he's the effective aggressor and he looks better doing it. 29-28, 2 rounds to 1, Pacquiao.
Now we're seeing the kind of action we saw in the first 2 fights. I hit you, you come and try to hit me back. One of the reasons that we have seen flowing, sustained action from them in their first 2 fights.
I think Pacquiao just convinced himself a little bit that he can impose his speed on Marquez.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, a lot of speed. I mean, Marquez just looks so much slower than he does. And this is maybe the fastest I've saw Manny myself. And he's keeping good balance on. I've seen him punch a lot and get out of position, but he's very, very conscientious of getting out of balance in this fight. So he's punching and getting back in position right away.
Reaching left hook for Marquez. Made contact, but not solidly. Best punches of the fight have been a couple of Pacquiao left hands in the first round and a Pacquiao right hook in the third. Now Pacquiao begins to land solidly with a left and a right upstairs. Another left hand. Slight swelling above Juan Manuel Marquez's right eye, possibly from a Pacquiao left. Marquez goes to the body with his right. I was about to say a little while ago, one of the reasons that we often see free-flowing action from them is that Pacquiao's by nature an attacker, but he's also a great counterpuncher. Marquez is by nature a counterpuncher, but he's also a great attacker. Everything that happens generally gets answered and then answered back. Marquez must be careful when reaching for those low body shots that Pacquiao doesn't time him and counter upstairs. Now Manny begins to exploit those angles. He goes by you on one side and then comes back.
He's shooting his left hand a lot of times, not with the full knockout power, but shooting it almost like a fast jab just to change up his attack, and therefore Marquez can't really time the left hand as much as he did before.
And you see the challenge for the 38-year-old Juan Manuel Marquez, fighting at a weight class far above what he's accustomed to, trying to keep up with the speed of Pacquiao, who's far more accustomed to this weight. Good left hand by Pacquiao. Marquez lands a right in return. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay. After those exchanges, you gotta move that head. All right, he's coming back.
You're gonna win, Juan. Let him despair. You be focused. Jab. You hit the right low into the body.
Here you see what Marquez and Pacquiao both was concerned about, getting counterpunched. Anytime either one of them throw a punch and leave himself out of balance, boom. Beautiful right hand come back by Marquez right here.
Good right hand shot. CompuBox numbers in the fourth round. Pacquiao 15 out of 47. Marquez 12 out of 43. Pacquiao with a slight edge in power shots. On Harold Letterman's card, Manny Pacquiao goes to 3 rounds to 1. Punch was blocked by Pacquiao, as were the 2 preceding. Pacquiao, a far more responsible defensive fighter than was the case 8 years ago. CompuBox numbers between rounds showed you that this fight is taking place at a slower pace than the second of their fights. Uppercut from Marquez. Pacquiao seemed momentarily not to be paying enough attention. Marquez landing easily from outside then. Now Pacquiao comes back, answering, firing his double jab left hand combination. Still the preferred combination for the Filipino star. Right hand over the top for Marquez. Was knocked back on his heels. Best punch of the fight so far. Manny wants to answer back right away.
But this is what makes the type of fight that these guys will do. When one guy gets hit, the other guy automatically runs back right away.
Pacquiao landed a right hook and a left hand. Marquez comes back with a solid left up the middle. Pacquiao again wants to answer back. 20 seconds to go in the round.
Most dominant round of the fight so far, offered by Marquez.
And he is loosening up and gathering confidence and starting to fire. But his right eye is also beginning to swell. Good round from Juan Manuel Marquez.
Otro round, Juanito.
Another beautiful round.
Terminando de golpear.
You gotta finish
vivo
when you
con tu
finish punch.
defensa.
Lively with your defense. Bring your defense up. Double up your defense.
Te ganaste este
You won that
chingón,
round.
Le metiste combinación muy bonita.
All right, we're losing control.
Manny, you gotta stop chasing this guy. You gotta start moving to your right.
Wag! Brad! Huwag kang umikot! Sumunod sa kanya! Huwag ka sumunod! Lumawas ka dito! Huwag doon! Huwag mo! Huwag ka sumunod!
Here you see which is the best punch of the fight right here. Straight right hand, right on the chin from Marquez. Hit it straight between the gloves, right down the pipe.
Manny Pacquiao's chin tested there by Juan Manuel Marquez. Remember the pattern of the first two fights? Marquez lands more power shots through 5 rounds here. Pacquiao 30 of 83 on power shots. Marquez 33 out of 91. The pattern begins to emerge again.
Pacquiao looked up right before the bell for this round as if to say, looking to the heavens, here we go again with this guy.
5 rounds have gone by pretty quickly. Here's the 6th of a scheduled 12. Marquez was buoyed by winning the last round. His corner spirits were lifted. Good jab by Marquez. Sneaking it in across the top of Pacquiao's right hand. Judging by the chants, the crowd's about 50-50.
But by nature, the Mexican fans are louder and more boisterous than the Filipino fans.
Marquez blocking Pacquiao's left there. Body shot by Marquez. Drives Pacquiao back. Pacquiao lands a little left inside, steps away at an angle.
Marquez looked like a 9-1 underdog to you guys.
Not even close. Those odds were absurd. Pacquiao's been so mesmerizing, and some of his fans and followers have become irrational in terms of judging his quality compared to the guys he's fighting. There's a good right hand by Marquez, countering off the ropes. And there's a hard left by Pacquiao, and a good right hook, and another left. We're close to having full combustion here. All the burners are on. Let's see how high the fire builds. Hard right hand by Marquez, followed by another. Pacquiao with a right hook. Marquez with the left hook.
We're picking up where we left off with the last 2 fights now.
Absolutely right. These last 2 rounds have been round 13 and 14 of the second fight.
Both guys tried to see if they could do better than the first 2 fights, if they could outclass the other guy, and it seems like they've decided there's no way around this. We got to duke it out.
Absolutely. 2 fighters who know each other very well. The inherent beauty of the trilogy. Marquez driving Pacquiao back with a body shot as the round comes to a close. Close round. Both fighters have their moments.
Kuha na ang sukat ha! Nakuha mo na ang sukat. Kasi pag dito ka, nakasunod ka sa kanya, bibito siya lagi ng kanan. Pero kung ikaw nauna dito sa kanan, mas lamang ka. Ginawag lalong. Ginawag lalong.
Hey, take it up, man.
Okay lang,